And finally, nurse Sue Snelson has given nearly 50 years of her life to the NHS and now says she owes her life to her colleagues. After one of them urged her to go to hospital, she spent 10 days being treated for coronavirus on the intensive care unit she once ran. She's now recovering at home and told Damon Green all she wants to do is get back to work.
Sue has spent her whole life caring for critically ill patients, and she never once expected to be on the ward where she works, fighting for her own life. So when she was finally discharged, this is the send-off her colleagues gave her. She knows now how close she was to a very different outcome.
Do you feel lucky still to be alive?
Yes, definitely. I had a conversation with my husband and my daughter, and at one point they'd been spoken to by one of the senior doctors in the intensive care unit who said that they may have to put me on a ventilator where they put a tube down your throat, and they had warned that the outcome might not be very good. It's taken me longer than I thought it would to get to where I am now.
Sue's recovering at home now and stays in regular touch with her friends and colleagues. One of them, a fellow nurse, was the person who persuaded her to get treatment in spite of a negative test. The 10 days she spent fighting for her life were hard for the colleagues who suddenly became her carers.
Looking after a colleague, a team member, but a friend as well, it really did hit the staff hard, especially in those couple of days where things weren't looking so good, and we were at the point where it could have gone either way.
Sue is so dedicated. Even now she's only got one thing on her mind: going back to care for others.
People keep saying, "Oh, well, surely you'll give up now, you'll retire." No, I won't. I love my job, and as soon as I'm well enough, I'm going back.
She hopes that soon she'll be well enough to be back doing the job so many of her friends and colleagues learned from her. Damon Green, ITV News, in Scunthorpe.